First on back for 2020. All right, so what we're going to talk about today is how to lose weight after Christmas. So how do you lose weight after Christmas? Let's just put this into context. All right, if you didn't gain weight over Christmas, you didn't do Christmas right. That's honestly my personal opinion. So that time of year where you get to spend time with family, friends, you get to party, you really get to let your hair down and enjoy yourself. There's gonna be certain periods during your lifetime, like throughout the year, where you need to let yourself relax, put your hair down. It can't always be about dieting and trying to lose weight and all that kind of shit. You just gotta kind of take a step back, let it happen. Don't be an absolute pig, but still enjoy yourself. Still hold yourself accountable, maybe going for a walk or a run. You don't have to go to the gym over Christmas. It's just one of those things. But anyway, if you're like me and you didn't really train over Christmas and you gained a few kilos and we're here to lose it, you want to lose weight over Christmas, I've got a few tips for you. All right, so 1, if you didn't lose weight over Christmas, you didn't do the Christmas period right. That's my personal opinion. Number 2 is calorie fucking deficit. Calorie deficit, CBD, CFD, all right? Calorie fucking deficit. Oh, anyway. All right, so calorie deficit. So the thing is, you can move more and eat less, but just doing that, most people when they move more, they're gonna eat more. So like just that saying in general is just fucked in itself, because if you're not tracking your food, if you're not accountable to what you're eating, you don't understand what you're eating, of course you're gonna gain weight if that's your consistent daily habits. All right, so you gotta look at your daily habits and the type of food you're eating. It's not about completely changing your diet, going on fucking keto, becoming vegan, just all that kind of shit. It's not about flipping your shit 180, all right? It's just tracking and understanding where you are and what you're eating, all right? So what you require, so working out your calories. There's plenty of calorie calculators online. You don't want to be on a 1200 calorie diet. You're just gonna set yourself up to fail, okay? If you're a big boy, you're over 100 kilos, a deficit might only be like 2,500 calories, even 3,000 for some guys that are around 110, 120 kilograms. That's pounds anyway for people watching this in America or whatever. But what you need to understand is you need to be in a calorie deficit. You can work this out through a calorie calculator online. All right, then number 3. All right, you want to be eating, you really want to be eating a high protein diet, okay? So the thing about high protein diet, it's not necessarily that's going to curb your appetite or it's going to do all these weird, wonderful things that says shit on the internet. A lot of people make out that eating a higher protein diet is going to change the game for you. Well, the thing about protein, this is what you need to understand. The thing about protein, it has a higher thermo effect on food, all right? So what that means is it takes a little bit longer to digest. Then during the digestion stage through your body, when it goes through, it has a higher burn off rate. So when you consume 100 calories of protein, you're gonna burn about 20 to 30% of that digesting it. So the TEF of protein is around 20 to 30%. With carbs and fats, when protein is matched at the same calories, there's no difference, regardless of whether you're on a high protein diet or like a low protein diet, high protein diet, or high carb diet, low carb diet. That's the thing is, you're not gonna lose weight when calories are matched and protein's matched, all right? Regardless of how your carbs and fats are set up, it doesn't change fat loss. Fat loss is basically a calories game. So calorie deficit, we just went through this. Anyway, so what you're gonna do, have a high protein diet. So this is gonna help retain muscle mass during the cut, so being in a calorie deficit, and also it's gonna help you recover, and as I said, it's got a higher burn off rate. So just eating more protein doesn't mean consuming more chicken breast. You can just throw in an extra protein shake in your diet, or you can just eat a little bit more meat. You can get more protein from like beans, legumes, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to get it through meat as a source. You have a protein shake. You can have a vegan whey shake that has like from soybeans or whatever it is. You want to eat more protein. You want to be on a high protein diet. So that extra protein that you're replacing instead of eating carbs or more fats is going to help in weight loss just because of the thermo effect on food. So obviously a high burn off rate. So if you consume 100 calories, your body's only going to take in after it's digested at around 70 or 80 calories compared to if you're eating carbs, which is about 5 to 10% burn off rate, which is 90. When you look at your whole day daily intake, that could be the difference of like a few hundred calories, and you look at that over a week, that can be a massive change. So when we look at weight loss, it's over a week. You don't get fat overnight, you don't get fit and ripped and strong overnight, okay? It's a fucking process. It is actually quite, when you look at the process of getting fat, it's actually quite impressive how people can stick to that and progress through eating and eating and eating and overeating all the time and become fat. Like it's a fucking process. So it's a process to put on weight, it's a process to lose weight. There's no magical pill, all right? So fat burners aren't gonna fucking do anything for you. Waste your money, save your money, eat a high protein diet, spend that shit on a gym membership. Number four, don't cut your calories too low. So as I said before, you don't want to go on a really restrictive diet. You don't want to go to like on a 1200 calorie diet. Set yourself up to fail, all right? So just think about overeating as borrowing money from the bank over Christmas. So say you spend more than what you had and you owe the bank $1,000, all right? So you can look at that at weight loss. So you've gained like an extra, say, I don't know, for instance, 10 kilograms for the sake of it. You don't want to like cut your shit right down and be on a 1200 calorie diet if your general intake is around, say, like 2000. I want to introduce you to this concept of thinking as weight loss is overspending, okay? So you have a mean, so say you earn $2,000 a month, all right? And your like bank repayments is 500, all right? And then, but you overdid it at Christmas, you spent too much money. You owe the bank more than what you should, all right? So you're gonna repay the bank, but you wanna repay it fast. So looking at aggressive fat loss fast, all right, isn't always ideal. So you're gonna sacrifice your lifestyle. So say you ramp up how much you're paying back the bank at, say, you went from $500 a month to $800, and you can look at that as, say, going from 1500 calorie diet, all right, so you got $1,500 a month, you got 1500 calories, and you drop that down to $1,200 and 1200 calories, all right? So it's really gonna restrict your lifestyle. So what a lot of people don't understand. If you look at it from a money perspective, all right, cutting your calories too low is just gonna be fucking miserable. You're gonna think twice about buying a coffee. You're gonna think twice about just eating out. So you don't wanna cut your shit too low because it's gonna ruin your lifestyle. That might be good for some people that might need to just stay in and just knuckle down. But for the general population, you don't need to go on hard deficit. You just need to be like about anywhere from like 0.5 to 0.8% of your body weight you want to lose a week, roughly. So if you're a 100 kilo male, you're looking at maybe half a kilo a week, and that's going to taper down as your weight comes down. So that's the higher end. So if you're like a 60 kilo female, like weight loss might only be like 200 to 300 grams a week. It mightn't seem like a lot, but when you're talking about loss in visceral fat and subcutaneous fat, it is quite a lot. So, and that process of building muscle as well. So you're gonna look leaner as you lose weight. So you're gonna look more impressive. All right, and then coming in to, all right, just doing weights. You don't need to do HIIT. So coming in number 5, number 4, anyway, let's fucking track, doesn't matter. You want to do weights. You want to be doing weights, you don't need to kill yourself with cardio. You're gonna get more out of weights, okay? So going into the gym, lifting weights, just doing 3 sets of 10 reps, and then progressive overloading that over the weeks to months as you are losing weight. You don't need to do HIIT. The thing about HIIT is, yes, you burn a lot of calories doing it, but the fact that you're so fatigued the next day, you can't back up. All right, so you can't do 5 or 6 HIIT sessions a week. Your delayed muscle soreness is going to be next level, and it can be counterproductive. So you want to start out light. Just do a weights program. You can do like 1 or 2 HIIT sessions a week, but any more than that isn't always ideal. So like just doing weights in general, just like do like a legs push-pull workout, or do like a upper body, lower body, or just do 3 or 4 full body sessions a week. It doesn't have to be anything special, all right? It's nothing special about working out. It's just a process and consistency. And then coming into increasing NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So it's basically the calories that you burn not exercising. So breathing, sleeping, walking, all that kind of stuff. Under one of the NCBI, which is one of the exercise science websites. All right, so NEAT is walking, typing, performing yard work, typically anything that isn't like really exerting. So what NEAT is basically, say, breathing and walking. All right, so you want to increase your steps. So increasing NEAT, like just So say you're only covering about 2,000 steps a day, you want to increase that, say hit a target of like 5 to 10,000, something realistic. The extra steps is really going to be the cherry on top for your weight loss, all right? Just being more active and that in itself isn't going to impact your lifting and like your progress in the gym. That extra bit of walking is going to burn more calories. Though you have to be really careful though, if you increase your NEAT, obviously you're walking more, you're going to want to eat more food. So you can offset this by eating like high volume meals. So what I mean by eating high volume meals, that would be eating meals that are like full of like veggies and salads and all that kind of stuff that's going to fill your belly up. That's not really like calorie heavy. So a salad with some like pumpkin and some chicken breast, so just shit like that. So you want to be eating, say, at least a salad a day, fruit salad, just little bits and pieces like that aren't real too heavy on calories. All right, so that's going to be your biggest tip there, increasing NEAT and eating a salad a day. That's really going to change the game for you. And that's pretty much it. So you've got calorie deficit, doing weights, increasing your NEAT, not being too hard on yourself, not being too aggressive in your cut, not cutting calories too low. I can flap on about loads of other stuff, man. I had heaps of stuff here. Establishing like new habits, getting a workout partner, and trying like, it's endless. But the biggest thing, calorie deficit, establishing like what you are eating is what is pushing your calories over. So for most people, it's not moving and eating too much. So what you can do, start the workout program, get a workout partner, get a coach, start tracking your macros and understanding what you're eating. Do the work. It's not about getting on a fucking diet, getting on the bandwagon, becoming a vegan, becoming a vegetarian. It's not about changing your lifestyle too much. It's about just understanding what is making you overweight at this current time, your current habits, what's pushing you over and over, what's pushing your calories over to make you overweight. Most people, it's just not moving and eating way too much, eating too much pizza and just fucking enjoying themselves way too much, all right? You need to have a little bit of adherence, be a little bit strict, and then you can enjoy yourself a little bit more on the weekend, all right? It's like, don't drink on school nights, don't eat fast food during the week, and only have like 1 or 2 fast food meals on the weekend, but make them higher protein, and maybe drop all the fucking, if you're gonna have a salad, drop all the salad dressing, like kind of shit, and just have like a little bit of olive oil or balsamic vinegar. Just basic shit like that, man. Like just changing like Coke to Coke Zero is massive. Like that in itself is a big diet change for a lot of people that consume a lot of calories, like eating soft drinks and shit like that, or not consuming soft drinks at all, just consuming water and yeah, just fucking water. It's pretty simple.